Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome to this video. Today I wanted to do a little energy update and a little psychic reading to tune into the energies today. And the day I'm filming this is August 28th, 2024. And today is a major planetary alignment that pretty much there are 6 planets that are directly aligned with us, with planet Earth right now. And this is activating a new chapter, a lot of closing of chapters, a lot of like wrapping up of karmic cycles, karmic patterns, and just really like coming into alignment with your sovereignty and authenticity. That's what I really feel like the energies currently are supporting, is really helping us to quantum leap into alignment with our authenticity and to be the sovereign beings that we were born to be. So currently pulling some cards. We've got a couple piles coming out. All right, yeah, we'll end it there. So the first card that we pulled was the Hermit in reverse. And this feels exactly like the energies we've been in the past week or so, which is stepping out of a hermit phase, because the Hermit card really represents taking time for introspection, going on an inward journey, and shining light within the unconsciousness, within what's dark within us, or what just may have been running the show unconsciously. And in reverse, we're stepping out of this hermit phase, this period of solitude, self-isolation that was very purposeful and divinely designed so that we could know ourselves. Because one thing that I have really learned, especially recently, and had reflected back at me a lot, is that the most important thing we can do in our lives is to know ourselves, is to study ourselves and to understand. Sorry, my kitties keep trying to open the screen door over there and it like spooks me real quick, so I'm just gonna ground, reconnect. And when we know ourselves, we know what's right for us and what's wrong for us. We know what's in alignment for our self, our needs, who we are, our unique frequency, and it helps us to move about the world in a powerful way that both honors our divinity and honors who we are at our core, but also honors that we have a choice and that we don't have to submit to anything that doesn't serve us and that doesn't feel good within our heart centers. Because we've all grown up in a patriarchy and in a system that is built on fear and is designed to keep us within fear and to keep us from going beyond the threshold of what is known and what has been presented to us. So basically what I'm getting at is that this reality many of us have grown up in, it's not all there is. And this alignment today, and especially the last week, has been opening us up for more cosmic experiences, more spiritual experiences, and a lot of spiritual growth. Allowing our spirit and our soul to come fully into our bodies so that we can be the sovereign creator being that we were born to be, and so that we can be a force to reckon with on planet Earth. And this is very much the activation of the Queen of Wands archetype within us all. So the Queen of Wands is a very sensitive but very psychic and very passionate being. And all of us, regardless of our gender, regardless of our nationality, our background, we are all sensitive and we are all psychic. So we all have the capabilities to open up our sensitivities to receive information from these more subtle areas, meaning we can tune into the environment around us. We can tune into the astral realms, the imaginal realms, and we can feel things. Like, let's do something real quick. Picture yourself biting into a lemon right now. Is your mouth watering? Because mine is. And that shows how powerful our minds can be, that when we just visualize something or picture ourselves doing something very sensational, we can have an emotional or a sensational feeling reaction within our bodies. So feelings are sacred, and they are very multidimensional and very multifaceted. And this Queen of Wands archetype, it's a lot about the awakening of the mystic and the awakening of she or he who walks between worlds, who is very connected to the spiritual, to the etheric, the mystical, the magical, but is also very grounded and very practical and in tune with her senses, or his senses, feelings, and what's primal, what's in the body. So this Queen of Wands archetype really represents the blossoming of your senses and your sensitivities, and really honoring that. No longer shaming yourself for being sensitive, for liking what you like, for not being able to submit to the norm and to conform. No longer shaming yourself. Stop shaming yourself. You're perfect as you are. You don't need to change anything about yourself. Even if you've been operating from a lot of shadow frequencies, it's all perfect in and of itself, and it's teaching you so many valuable lessons that are helping you to set off on a journey of really knowing yourself and understanding who you are beyond the identities and labels that you've been given. And this card came out with the Queen of Wands, so this is the Knight of Swords card. And this always represents to me, and also I will say, a lot of archetypal court cards have been coming out. So the queens and the knights, these are very archetypal cards representing archetypes we are stepping into, or people in our lives. So I feel like if you feel called to, tune into the archetypes around you and the archetypes that really resonate with your heart. This could be the warrior archetype, the sovereign soldier archetype, the loving mother archetype, the divine feminine, divine masculine. Archetypes are basically just general themes that describe a certain energy. Like the warrior archetype is much kind of like this card. It's about like standing strong, having courage in the face of adversity, and having courage to go into battle. So this Knight of Swords card may be calling you into battle in a way, calling you to step into your courage so that you can be more present. I'm feeling that a lot of us during this hermit phase, we haven't been fully present in our bodies because we've been journeying in the shamanic realms. We've been studying, researching, coming to know ourselves. So we've been really up here in the higher centers. And being present and grounding is all about coming down into the lower three chakras. So as you set forth on this new journey, this new endeavor, how can you be present with whatever is in your body, with whatever feelings, emotions, whatever you're being called towards? Because when you are present, you're able to really discern, am I taking this action because it's for my highest good, because I feel called to? Or am I taking this action because I feel like I have to, and because I want a desired result, or because I want to control my life or manipulate a certain result or happening to come into my life? So just tune into where you're headed and what direction you're going in before setting off on that action and gearing up for battle. So I really do feel like this alignment, the energies this week, is really supporting this forward momentum. And now Mercury retrograde also ends today, August 28th. And this is also Mercury retrograde always calls us, it is very much like a hermit reversed card energy, where we're really introspective, we're tying up loose ends, revisiting old energies, old projects to bring them to completion, closing chapters. And as that retrograde, that inward motion pauses today and begins to move forward again, we don't want to just go full speed ahead and charge forward, because we might not have everything we need, and we may be still acting from a place of trying to get something, trying to manipulate the universe, trying to control things. to get what we want. And when we really pause and take action, but be very discerning and conscious of those actions, then we can really move forward with this positive forward momentum in a way that really supports us and supports all beings, the collective of planet Earth and the universe. Because the next card we have is the Chariot card, which represents movement, travel, going overseas, starting a new journey. I always really feel like the Chariot card represents getting all the ducks in a row, gathering everything you need, gearing up to take action. Because if you look at the Chariot card, one of my old tarot teachers pointed this out to me, and it really changed my perspective of this card. So this card is a card that represents movement, but if you look at the guy, the sphinxes, everything, it's all very stationary. This man is sitting on a stone throne that doesn't have wheels. It's very stationary and it's very grounded. And these sphinxes, they're not up and running, they're laying down. So I really do feel like this card represents that preparation and intention behind movement and behind action. And it's about becoming really solid in your foundation, solid in who you are, and knowing exactly where you want to go. Or not even knowing exactly where you want to go, but the desired intention that you want to move towards. Even if you know you want a new job and you don't know what exactly you want to do for that job, but you know how you want to feel when you're doing that job, you can move forward towards an unknown and towards a desired energy, a desired change. So becoming really clear, really firm, grounded, and solid in your intention for this next chapter of life and where you would like to go. And I'm really getting a positive or a powerful download right now is, who are you being in this next chapter when you're doing these things that you want to do? That is going to change things more than any amount of action, any amount of willpower will. Because the energy behind your actions is what drives your actions and what brings the return back to you. So if you're go, like forcing yourself, like you can feel that as I just shifted into that hyper masculine, forceful, driving energy, that's not going to really get us a lot of positive results, even though it may get us far and it may get us to some place we think we want to be. The results aren't going to be very sustainable and very fulfilling. Whereas if we really slow down, be present, clear your aura, clear your energy, and then take action, then you're more solid and you are more able to direct yourself towards where you want to go. Meaning you're not just kind of like running towards something, you're intentionally walking in a direction that you know is going to bring you positive change and accolades. And then, so that Chariot card came out with these two cards in reverse, the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. And this card seems very dark, so we'll start here because I don't want to spook anyone. Upright, this card really represents those kind of like come to Jesus moments when we get stabbed in the back and illusions are shattered and we really kind of like see the truth, which can really like kind of knock us on our ass. But in reverse, this means that you've already faced this shattering of illusions. You've already like faced this pain, this whatever situations have felt like they've stabbed you in the back or betrayed you, whether that's, you know, the matrix systems that forces us to totally betray our feelings and to be basically robotic, or whether it's parents who might have stabbed you in the back or betrayed you, or people who haven't been true to themselves, fully authentic, people who you've perceived weakness in them. All of these stabbing in the back moments are being integrated and are being cleared from your energy fields, because as you can see, when this card is upright, the swords are falling out. So this means that you've really taken time to sit with these wounds and to sit with these betrayals and this pain and this stabbing in the back energy. You've really sat with it and thought about it, and now these swords, these wounds in your back that you've been carrying around with you unintegrated, you know, just in pain, just not understanding, questioning, these swords are out now. So you're able to stand up straight and to move forward without that weight on your back anymore. And this doesn't mean you'll never be hurt again and you'll never be betrayed again. And it also doesn't mean you're going to be betrayed or hurt tomorrow, but it means that all past hurts are no longer weighing over you and are no longer inflicting more pain on you. And alongside that is the Six of Pentacles card, which represents a balance of giving and receiving. That when you are fully fulfilled, sustained, sovereign in your energy, you're able to give. And you're able to help those who don't have enough, or who are lacking, or who are in pain. And in reverse, this really feels like it correlates to this energy, and that maybe for some of you, you've been giving a lot and you've been kind of like excessively giving and not really receiving a lot in return. And I feel like this could be that, like, maybe you were in a more forceful energy and you were pushing yourself and really like moving forward. And it was largely because there was a lot of pain that you didn't understand. There was a lot of betrayal, and you were giving to people and being hurt and being betrayed as a result. This could be parents. This could be you being more in a parent or caretaker role for your own parents, and this deeply confusing you and unsettling you and distorting your energy because you were the child and you had to be the parent for a parent that was stuck in their childhood. So whatever these pains were for you personally, it feels like it was a result of giving too much and really not receiving an equal compensation as a result. And this healing journey you've been on has healed this unbalanced dynamic where now you are giving. It doesn't mean you don't give anymore and you just sit there and be open to receiving. It means you give unconditionally, and because of that, you will receive something as a result. You give without enabling, and as a result, you will be compensated for your giving. And so as you continue to step into this new chapter where you're not giving too much, but you're not giving too little, where you're really learning how to give and in turn how to receive, I really do feel like you will set yourself up for so much empowerment, success, sovereignty, abundance, like everything you've wanted that has seemed out of reach, that you've been really striving for, you're going to receive the more you do come home to yourself, know yourself, and build that strong, stable foundation, which comes from knowing yourself. When you know yourself, especially when you know yourself at soul level, when you understand your archetypes and the character that you are here to play, the role you're here to play in the collective, when you understand all of that, you can do anything and nothing will shake you. So I will plug a little ad real quick. If you are interested in knowing yourself and in understanding the archetypes within you and the roles you came here to play, that is my chosen work that I do, is helping people to understand this. So I do Akashic Records readings, I do tarot, and my signature reading that I love doing the most is my soul reading, which is an Akashic Records reading that uses the soul realignment modality to access your soul's record within the Akashic Records and to analyze your divine soul blueprint. This entails who you are at soul level, so how you are expressed to create. Are you a speaker? Are you a healer? Are you an intuitive? Are you all of them? The archetypes that you're mainly designed to express and channel through you in creation, we go over that. And we also go over your soul group of origin, your starseed origins, what planets and other worlds you've incarnated on. And this helps you to see what energies and archetypes most resonate with you. And if you're interested in booking a soul reading, it's a 20-page emailed Google Doc that you can keep forever that really goes into covering all of your multidimensionality, past lives, your present life, and who your soul is here to be in your future. And I also do offer mentorship and all of that. So check out my website if you would like. And to wrap up this reading, we have one last card, one final card, and it is the King of Wands, a beautiful companion to our Queen of Wands, except he is in reverse. And the King of Wands is fire and fire. The King archetype represents the element of fire, and the Wands archetype represents the element of fire. So this is a very passionate and strong and very almost Leo type energy. The strength and courage of the lion, but also the grace and the sensitivity of the lion. This card really represents standing on your throne, ruling from your sovereignty, which comes from and is rooted in a place of pure love and passion. Because this card is very creative, and I feel like a lot of the souls who are tuning into this reading, you guys are creatives or healers who have so much fire within you that seeks and desires to be channeled into art and into heart-based service. So since this card is in reverse, I feel like in order to step onto this highest timeline that we've been tuning into today, it requires an inner clarity from an inner journey that you have been on, but a real strong sense of self and sense of clarity on who you are, what you want to create, and where you want to go in this moment. And you don't have to have a whole 5-year, 10-year plan worked out, because a lot of creatives and honestly everyone on planet Earth, we're designed to change and to shed our past self and move beyond the threshold of who we are and what is known. It is intended for us to die again and again to become a totally new version of ourselves. So the more you can honor what's real for you and what is most passionate for you in any given moment, and allow that to change, allow that to not stay totally the same while being rooted in yourself. And I think that what this means is standing or sitting on your throne, but allowing your expression to change. So that throne that anchors you to your role, your space on planet Earth, that throne is unchanging and unmoving, but who you are is ever evolving, but that throne will always be there for you. Wow, that was like really good advice. I actually really, really resonated with that personally. So to end this, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. And the Page of Cups is really about being optimistic and being open to anything, even a fish jumping out of a cup. Because when we're open and when we are not too constrained, confined, boxed in within our minds and within our emotional bodies, within our entire being, when we're really free-flowing and open and spontaneous, we are able to receive what is meant for us better. Because if we are sitting there, we're waiting on our throne, we're ready to serve, to be mystical, to be magical, to set forth on this journey. We've done the healing, we've done the balancing, now we're ready to move forward. But if we are too limited in our minds and too structured, that's what I kept hearing, too structured within, then we'll miss these opportunities that are trying to come to us, that promise us growth and joy and expansion. So how can you be open-minded while being grounded and rooted? This is the challenge for the next chapter, and the challenge that I invite you guys all to undertake. So, real quick. Thank goodness, this whole time I was so worried it wasn't even recording, but it was. So lastly, I know I keep saying lastly, now we're finishing things up. We're gonna just pull an oracle card from the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Very special deck for me. One of the first oracle decks that I got by this beautiful spiritual teacher, Rebecca Campbell. Check out her work if you're interested. She has a YouTube channel. She has books, lots of decks that really, really help mystics and healers, starseeds and seekers to heal and to own yourself and to honor yourself. Before I ramble too much. Oh, interesting. I feel like this really ties into that 10 of Swords and 6 of Pentacles energy. So you've got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. And this is so crazy because I have felt the energy of the star system Hadar so much this week. And my boyfriend, actually, his soul is very resonant with the energies of Hadar. And that planet, that star system, really is all about unconditional love and forgiveness and being in relationship and honoring and loving each other unconditionally. Very big love energy. And it really, a lot of Hadarian souls can fall into codependent dynamics. And also this stuff you can find out in that soul reading that I offer. If you'd like to find out what star systems your soul resonates most with, definitely book a reading with me. But many Hadarians can struggle with codependency because they resonate so much with unconditional love. And on our planet right now, love is very conditional. And I feel like this can be spooky for a lot of sensitive souls, primarily Hadarian souls, who it is in their nature to be unconditionally loving. But what's around them is the opposite of that, is conditional love. I will love you if. I will serve you if. It's that I will only love you if you give me something. And this ties into that 10 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles energy, because we're really healing these codependent and conditionally loving archetypes within us. And if you would like to really tune into this more, you can do a lot of heart chakra activations and tune into the heart center, because that is actually where we establish boundaries. And this card does invite us to uphold boundaries, but to not close ourselves off from love, to know where our love is being taken advantage of and where our love is conditional, and put up a boundary there where we can remain in unconditional love, even if those around us are not. So you have all the love within you, and even if that is not being reflected externally right now, or if you feel stuck in some codependency, like you don't receive love unless you give, or like you don't receive attention unless you like ask for it, really uphold a boundary within yourself and honor your energies, who you are, your strength, your capabilities, and what you have to give. Honor that as a boundary, and I feel like you'll be able to discern who to give your love to and who to just kind of step back from. This doesn't mean to not love anyone and to be mean to anyone and to totally withdraw your love from anyone. Offer every being your love, but where are you flooding it and just not getting anything in return? In those unbalanced dynamics, you know, where we're giving, like what I was talking about with the parents and with the things with that 6 of Pentacles energy, bring it back to yourself and give as much to yourself as you are channeling out to these people. And I have a feeling you will have a beautiful reflection back to you of your love being given back to you. I want to pull one more. Oh, this is beautiful. The cosmic heart. So big heart energy. Like I said, I felt this Hadarian energy a lot, and that energy is very centered within the heart center. And it can really help us to open our hearts and to step into unconditional love and presence. And the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So when you do devote yourself to your work, this next chapter you're going into, whatever you're devoting yourself to, make your life a moving prayer. So everything you do, every service you provide, every action you take, even the most mundane, devote yourself to it. Do it to the best of your capability, and do it like it is a prayer or an offering to the divine, to spirit, because that can really open you up to receiving a lot more as well when you're just unconditionally devoting yourself to spirit without really needing anything in return. Just everything you do being kind of with this essence that this girl is channeling right here, just devoted in sacred offering. So I hope that resonated with all of you who decided to tune in today. And that planetary alignment that I was talking about, I know this morning, the 28th at dawn, we were able to see all these planets in line, all 6 planets. May be able to happen again tomorrow. I'm not sure. I know I'm going to try and wake up so I can see it in the beautiful sky, but definitely tune into this alignment however that feels for you. And I wish you all so much love, peace, and namaste. I recently launched a one-on-one mentorship program called Awakening Authenticity. It's a 9-week program designed to guide you into knowing thyself so you can live a life of alignment and authenticity. Included is my signature soul reading, a 20-page Google Doc that details your soul's blueprint in the Akashic Records. If you'd like more information, check out my website.